Lives na Kik de segunda a sexta às 9 da noite. Fica ligado aí. Link na descrição. Muito bem. A cidade que te paga para usar drogas. Canal Tyler Oliveira. Já é reincidente aqui neste canal. Vamos ver do que se trata.
This is San Francisco, the city
Vou botar uma legendinha pra vocês.
that pays drug addicts to use drugs.
I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, they pay you to be homeless here. I get $620 a month, dude. This right now is literally by choice.
How many times have you died?
About 40 times last year.
Almost a handful of times. I've died on my feet, standing in one spot.
I met this chick right out here. She's pretty cute, yeah. That's the night that she shot me with fentanyl. I don't do fentanyl at all.
Forcibly injected fentanyl in. With record high overdose deaths in 2023, rampant homelessness, deadly drug addiction, and unpunished shoplifting and car break-ins, businesses are fleeing and the city is dying. But how did it get to the...
O preço do pecado é a morte, né? Não consigo não pensar nisso. Porque São Francisco é a cidade gay dos Estados Unidos. É a cidade onde a viadagem é completamente deliberada, liberada, desgraçada, tudo é viadagem. Anos depois, como está São Francisco?
this point, and can it be fixed? So I met up with J.J. Smith, a citizen journalist who's lived in the Tenderloin, the heart of
Caiu maldição na cidade, amigo.
San Francisco's drug crisis his entire life.
I started to see too many of my family, too many of my friends, a lot of my friends dying off of fentanyl. But what it is a lot of people trying to normalize it. Majority of everybody out here that you think is homeless, a lot of them ain't homeless. They got homes to go to, they got family houses, they got friend houses. Some of them even got husbands or wives' houses. They just can't do their drugs there, so they decided to come live on the streets and do it.
But what drugs were people using out here?
What type of drugs you use?
I use fentanyl and crystal meth. I started very young with watching drugs at my mom doing heroin.
Can you tell me what you're up to right now?
Getting well.
Getting well?
Yeah, off fentanyl, smoking on some foil.
Oh, right there.
Yep, ISO, and then clean ISO. So those are like practical, you know.
How many times have you died?
Me, but I have.
Pergunta de um repórter em 2025. Quantas vezes você já morreu? Uma coisa natural pra caralho.
Almost a handful of times, I think.
Handful of times?
Yeah, I've died on my feet, standing in one spot, and my wife right here screaming my name, shaking me.
Question for you, man. What are you using in the pipe? Is it meth?
Yeah. If I was able to offer you some treatment to get into a rehab, would you accept it?
At the moment, no.
Why not?
It's not ready.
Well,
What do you use? Heroin?
no, hell no. I smoke methamphetamines, but not that much anymore.
How many people have you seen dead on the streets out here?
It's in the hundreds.
Hundreds?
It's in the hundreds. I have personally documented 18 in one day.
How often does a shooting go down out here? I saw the video where the guy's shooting with a silencer.
Pelo menos tá morrendo, né? Eu acho que a incidência ali do fentanyl, ele veio pra ajudar um pouco no fim das contas. Porque o cara não fica usando ali anos até morrer. Ele usa e morre rápido.
It was another shooting right here. That's why you see that.
Até esse cracudo tem esposa? Pois é. Pro Beta, nada.
Police van
Nunca.
right there. They got that police truck right there because it was a shooting directly in front of that kid's playground park. 5 people got shot. 1 died. Yeah, that's someone that died recently from the shooting.
A nice playground right here. So what I've heard in the comment section is when they say kids coming through, everyone's supposed to stop using drugs. No one changed their activity at all when she said
Uma criança ali, pra já entender do que o mundo é feito.
no one changed their activity at all when she said that.
Nobody don't change their activity. Normally, people, family with kids, they'll walk the other way. She shouldn't have to walk the other way. She should be able to walk through here. But they don't care. They just still get high.
You have any thoughts on what's going on here?
Beautiful place. It's so filled with so much culture. It's getting chipped away. It's getting eaten up by a lot of these. I don't want to say they're lost causes because
You use anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use fentanyl on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Like I'm on the verge of kind of weaning myself off right now, and I'm getting a job and things like that. I'm doing that.
How'd you get into fentanyl? What was your first use?
I would say it was my choice, but I was with a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, that has been using, and it was fun to, use with her and kind of cozy up next to each other under the stars,
Sure.
Because it's kind of like a motherly hug. It's kind of like people say, oh, it's like a hug from God,
But this
Olha só a descrição do fentanyl, é um motherly hug, é um abraço materno. Ou então uma espécie de abraço de Deus, olha só, cara.
Kind of cozy up next to each other under the stars, you know?
Sure.
Because it's kind of like a motherly hug. It's kind of like people say, oh, it's like a hug from God, you know?
Hug from God. Vocês podiam estar mais enganados, né? Vocês podiam estar mais iludidos.
But this hug was killing almost 500 people a year just in San Francisco.
Look, it's all fresh harm reduction supply. They give you these 10 cans right here just to cook your drugs in. You cannot catch any diseases off these cans, so why would you give them out? You causing harm. You're enabling them by giving them that. This is part of their suicide kit that they give away.
What's going on with him, do you think?
Caralho, olha ali, velho. A pele do caboclo, como é que fica?
I don't know. He needs help. He needs help. Serious help. Look, he got bugs tearing his body up. That's why he got all those swords like that.
You guys cooking up a beat? Viewers need some heat.
Okay, heat. Swear to God, when you in the streets, had to get it from my dog last week. You know, El Chopper for real. Nigga. Dog fighting down the street. Swear to God, that's real. Tenderloin in.
Ih, uma treta de cachorro do nada no vídeo. Nada a ver com o assunto. Por que a câmera virou?
Thing had.
I'm at a loss for words. There's just so much going on. Oh, yo! AR-15, bullet shell, Tenderloin.
It ain't never been used?
I don't think so. Bullet in hand, right across the street was the Tenderloin police station. Question for you. Is it risky to do like drugs in front of the police station out here? Or do they not do anything? They don't do anything?
It's not the police fault. It's really not. They really want to do something. It's the Board of Police Commissions and the Board of Supervisors, particularly a Dean Preston, the supervisor in this district, says, let them stay like this. Leave them alone. If they want to get high, let them get high. Let them get high until they die.
Will you follow your own Department of Public Health's advice and end punitive policies specifically arresting and incarcerating drug users that increase fatal overdoses?
Another white man who's talking about black and brown people as if you're the savior of those people and you speak for them. At the end of the day, you've never lived in it. You've never experienced it.
I used to be one of the persons growing up that always said, F police, F the police. I grew up saying that. I don't believe in that no more. I really like this police station and these police. It's just that their hands are tied right now. They want to come out here and move this. Trust me, they get disgusted when they walk outside and they see this. Disgusted that they can't help them the way that they want to help them because the Board of Supervisors and the Police Commission say, no, leave them alone. You see, this is a charter school right here, right? There was a dead body right here 4 days ago.
Question for you. What are your thoughts on your tent being right across from the school?
Oh, I didn't really know it was right across from the school.
I see.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're only here for like a couple days. We're actually getting an apartment in a few days.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. And as JJ and I walked through the trash, feces...
Pô, o colchão do Rica Games ali, pô.
Getting an apartment in a few days.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. And as JJ and I walked through the trash...
Ó, colchão Rica Games. É que tu vai deitando sujo no colchão ali, porra. Toda a nhaca humana vai acumulando ali, né? Isso aqui é pra lembrar do que a gente é feito, ó. A gente é essa merda aí, cara. Se tu fica deitando no teu colchão, na tua roupa de cama, tu não lava nunca, a tua merda, a tua sujeira vai acumulando naquela porra. Não é culpa do colchão, não é culpa, é tu que é essa merda aí. A gente é essa merda aí, todos somos mendigos diante de Deus.
Trash, feces, broken glass, and homeless encampments right across from the kindergarten through 8th grade school. One of the many Honduran drug dealers, notorious for running every block in the Tenderloin for the last few years, was staring us down and stalking us across the street. In
Tenderloin. O nome do bairro é Filé Mignon, pô.
fact, these guys are making so much money selling drugs here, they're causing a housing boom back home in Honduras where they send their money back to. Are we in the clear, Custer?
We in the clear.
Yeah?
He by himself. They run in packs. So when it's a group again, that's when they only go do something.
Get out of here. JJ, I'm gonna be real. I'm not loving the looks I'm getting from the Hondo guys out here.
He was no threat. He ain't in the group. He only operated in the group.
Now, to understand my fear of the Honduran gangs out here in the Tenderloin, we need to go back in time to 4 a.m. this morning. We're walking the streets right now. I've seen young ladies yak on the streets, human feces, human urine, people nodding out, camps.
Tu se torna esmigo, né, usando droga, ó. Em busca do seu precioso, né, que na metáfora dos seus anéis é o ego, é o prazer, né, o anel. My precious, tipo, eu quero sentir prazer, quero sentir poder, quero sentir sensações boas. Tu termina esmigo assim, porra.
Yak on the streets, human feces, human urine, people nodding out, camps. And it's early, baby. So throw up here. Oh, man. human poop. As me and my cameraman explored the loin, we walked past a group of masked up Honduran gangsters, keeping a close eye on anyone and everyone walking by. And out of fear of getting blipped, I didn't dare point a camera at their face. As we walked off, one of the Hondos was trailing us for multiple blocks, clutching his sagging pants tightly onto what I can only imagine to be his gun. Holding his belt buckle like this. Sketchy out here. Are you breaking the lock or what?
No, I'm not breaking the lock.
What are you up to?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Now that you've seen the countless drug addicts and understand the gang influence out here, you might be wondering how businesses can operate in this environment. How does it be a business owner out here?
You feel sorry for the people. You feel very sorry for them because the drug they be giving them, you know, they be killing everybody. Every day we have.
Sure. You see bodies on the street when you come to work?
Yes.
Have you seen a lot of shops nearby shut down since?
Oh yeah, some shut down. People, you know, look like a zombie in the street. In the street, live, you know, sure. You feel so sorry for them. The government doesn't do anything to help. We need some action, but...
When I've heard the government's handing out harm reduction, do you think that's helping the problem or hurting them?
No, but doesn't. The government have to find somehow to help the people.
But with record high overdose deaths in 2023, is harm reduction actually working? I met up with consumer finance reporter Erica Sandberg, who believes it's actually destroying the city.
Instead of directing people and actively promoting people into treatment so that people are healthy, they get meth pipes, needles, fentanyl foil, you name it, anything that is going to help them, and I'm going to put it in big ol' air quotes, use safely. There is no such thing as using safely right now.
Question for you. We're talking about harm reduction. We're trying to understand if it's a good thing or a bad thing out here. Do you have any thoughts?
It's honestly the worst idea imaginable. Okay. You're giving in to the bad behavior. You're making it okay. Oh, and it's like our children are playing on these, in these streets. Our animals are running through these streets. Our elderly are in these streets, and they could die. Right now, I'm kind of going through something myself, and I'm not really one to talk. Like of course I'm not clean and sober. I'm going to be here really soon. It's no wonder that we've got such bad reputations on the streets because look, 90% of the homeless population are walking around with body lice all over them and it's spreading. I do have an infection. I don't know what it is. I've had it for 2.5, almost 3 months. What? My nose never stops draining. Okay. I never stop drooling. I've had a cough.
Para de usar droga, né, filha?
It's horrible. I feel like I'm dying every day.
É porque é o que tá acontecendo mesmo.
Once again, 2024 Black King. You know the score. They should have been put me up there with the niggas.
Wait, you're spitting bars. Can I hear a few more?
They should have had a real nigga doing this shit. I'm on stereo. Poverty everywhere. Shit on the floor. Everybody bothering me because they know I'm a price more.
Mad bars and you run away. I was like, whoa, we have to capture his excellence.
Represent San Francisco, caught me in the middle of a dig and grab and go, but
a little boost?
Oh, just a little something to keep me going.
Where from? CVS?
Out your mama's kitchen.
What about my friend Erica here? Would you bip her?
Oh, no, I won't bip her, but I'll fick her.
Whoa! Too far!
Well,
You gotta apologize for that one.
Truth is in the beauty, right?
Okay, he's risen you up a little bit. That's fair and honest, right?
Mowgli.
Erica, nice to see you.
I mean, how is life out here in San Francisco?
King, huh? Negro King. Effing Riyadh Dia. Huh? I gotta go.
All right. While this guy walked away with his freshly stolen goods, you might be
Personagem, né? Personagem interessante.
Wondering why he's not running away from cops after committing theft in broad daylight. The biggest thing I keep seeing on Twitter is $950 limit. I can walk into Walgreens, steal $950 worth of merchandise.
Go to Macy's, go to Saks Fifth Avenue, grab what you can. If it's under that threshold, it's a misdemeanor. So you get your $950, awesome. Then you go boost it, right? But it gets better than that. So you can go to Macy's, get your $900 worth of stuff. Head over to Saks Fifth Avenue, get another $900. Head over to Neiman Marcus, get another. We lost Nordstrom. H&M is leaving. J. Crew left. Whole Foods. This was closed prematurely.
É loucura essa lei aí, né? Tipo, abaixo de $950, tipo, não é um crime. Tipo, a polícia não vai te prender, é só uma contravenção. Tipo, é um negócio que não tem uma consequência assim pra você, entendeu?
Because the theft in here was so rampant and so intense, they could not function.
Question for you. Is harm reduction effective? If so, why?
Yeah, because
people
are going to use drugs.
Ó, Bill Burr na matéria agora.
And they're not going to stop.
The government, the CIA brought these drugs here to sell them to the American people to create a genocide. This isn't a coincidence. Purdue Pharmaceutical sells more Oxycontin than any other drug on the market.
Okay, this is facts.
I think that this is a manufactured crisis by the powers that be.
Red pilou, esse cara red pilou.
The big money of the world. If we see it any different, then we're f***ing retarded. If you think that drugs being sold on federal property every single day, all day long by Hondurans who are brought here by our fucking government, stop bringing dope over our borders and stop making fentanyl in San Francisco.
You said harm reduction works.
It
My
works.
friend Erica says that it may not work. Oh, where do you guys disagree? Just real quick, final question.
If the Narcan wasn't out here,
Yeah.
how would I save anybody?
Narcan
Production, honey. That's what they're doing. They're coming out here. They're handing out pipes. They're handing out Narcan.
Do you think handing out pipes is good? Handing out fentanyl?
Why wouldn't it? They don't hand out fentanyl. No one hands out fentanyl.
No, not fentanyl. Foil.
Well, yeah, why not? What are they gonna do? Grab that shit off the ground? They're handing out.
Encourages people?
They're handing out foil that's
I
not.
think it draws people.
Tipo, o governo tá dando pipes, que é o cachimbinho ali, e foil, que é o alumínio, para eles poderem usar o fentanil, digamos assim, sem pegar coisa do chão, sem se contaminar com outras doenças. Esse é o argumento do cara. E o argumento dela é que, pô, tá encorajando as pessoas a fazerem isso, né? Tu tá dando cachimbo para os caras usarem o fentanil, porra.
The city.
The dope draws the people into the city. No, we're saving lives. The fucking Hondurans out of our streets.
He said harm reduction works.
Yeah, that's
Where do you guys
fine.
disagree?
Well, it works to what? To what end? To keep people alive until what? What kind of life is this?
Okay, so you think it perpetuates the
Addiction.
inevitable death. And perhaps in proof of Erica's point, about a week later, I'm pretty sure this guy we just interviewed was uploaded to Twitter, passed out on the floor, face down, appearing to be nodding out after some form of drug use, but luckily still breathing.
This area is going to be dangerous pretty
Caralho, mesmo cara, tá vendo? Uma semana depois.
soon.
As Erica left and as evening approached, I spotted what appeared to be local drug addicts selling their freshly boosted goods to tourists and deal hunting grandmas. Where's it from?
So Mason, if you want to really see some deals,
Yeah.
be over here by 8 o'clock. You will see $1,000 worth of You haven't seen shit.
Okay, I'm coming. So I came back at night to see what I could find at the infamous fentanyl bazaar. A massive open-air market where hundreds of drug addicts sell boosted goods and do their drugs. But I brought the Batman of San Francisco with me.
What are you doing with those umbrellas? You didn't pay for those umbrellas. Did you pay for that, ma'am? I didn't see you go to the checkout line. Did you pay for that, sir? Did you pay for that, sir? No. Go check out. Go check out. No stealing, brother. No stealing. No stealing. Give that back. Give that chocolate back. Give it back. Stop stealing from the store, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Get lost. Get the fuck lost. I don't work here. I will kick your fucking ass. Get lost. Fucking thieves. Just try to run off. I'm sorry America's like this right now.
I just got kicked out of Walgreens for stopping a thief from stealing from.
Ele foi expulso da Walgreens. Ele foi expulso da loja que ele tava dizendo para as pessoas pararem de roubar. Ele foi expulso.
Store. What's going on in this country? Why are people making me out to be the bad guy for stopping thieves from stealing from our grocery store?
I'm here with.
My name's Darren. I'm the founder of the World Peace Movement here in San Francisco, California. We're helping the homeless and raising awareness about the dangers of fentanyl in our community. I've seen San Francisco go from being the cultural capital of the world to the technological capital of the world to what seems like the fentanyl homeless capital of America. Now people are traveling from all across the country for fentanyl, and it's, you know, $3 a gram. It's cheaper than a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, and a gallon of gasoline. So many people have left San Francisco. I don't want to be another person that leaves San Francisco. I want to stay. I want to fight to save San Francisco.
So we began walking to the bazaar.
As you can see, everywhere you look are for lease signs. For lease, for lease, for lease, for lease, for lease, for lease. San Francisco has hit terminal velocity in its economic collapse. People don't want to go to the city. People in the East Bay are starting to call the city the shitty.
And as we walked into a nearby Walgreens, my anonymous interview with the security guard there might help you understand why.
We're in downtown San Francisco Market District. Back in the day, like 10 years ago, this Walgreens is bringing like $1 million a month.
Every time I've come here with my mom for the holidays, I think people walk in, steal stuff, walk out. Is that still happening?
Depends on the guards, because the guards are all by district. Me and my brother have been here about 6 months, and we've fought in Ukraine and in Afghanistan. Since we've been here, no, we have zero.
You guys shut it down.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, if you try to leave, I'm gonna mace you and then I'm gonna cuff you, and you can explain why you're outside blind and broken.
Are you in the minority of security guards who actually care about their job out here, or who are actually willing to enforce any level of don't steal stuff?
Oh, very much so. As an outside contractor, I'm not from here. I'm from Miami. I was brought in to fix the situation. So
You're losing so much money here?
So much. Theft is so bad compared to it's bad. Even this one's bad, but Oakland City Center is the worst. Anything along this bar system, it's the train, everybody hops on, jumps, comes in, grabs trash bags, anything, grab, and then leaves.
And it's up to like $950 or something. What was that, California law?
All that does is incentivize crime. You're gonna eyeball $950? No, nobody can. Yeah, it makes it all passive. That's the point. It makes nothing a felony. You're not even misdemeanors. You could come in here, jack $5,000 worth. If it's in a trash bag, they ain't gonna stop you.
Now, several people I've interviewed have mentioned this $950 amount that someone can steal from a given store each day and not be charged with a felony as one of the main reasons incentivizing criminals to shoplift. And this theoretically makes sense until you look at other states like Texas and Wisconsin that have a $2,500 limit, meaning you can steal double the amount and still not get a felony. But the big difference is Texas enforces the law at both the misdemeanor and felony levels. California does not. When someone goes and steals from the local Walgreens in San Francisco, if the employee calls 911, the cops probably won't investigate. But if they do, prosecutors will most likely let it go. So the next time this thief steals, the cop knows the prosecutors will probably let it go, so they don't investigate and the thief gets away. And this leads to a doom loop of criminals who become emboldened to continue stealing knowing there is no punishment. So we walk to another Walgreens nearby, notorious for shoplifting, that did not have a hard-on crime war veteran security guard, to see how many people we'd see steal and why they got away with it.
So they come in here and they look around and, right here we go. Pardon me. He's definitely bipping right now.
Shall we witness the bip in action?
Well, you're witnessing it right here too.
We got more bipping going on here. How you doing, man?
Boy here, because it's the only Walgreens that's open. Yeah, so every other Walgreens has been closed down because of the theft, bro.
Anyone in here walking around with a large bag, is it fair to assume they're taking it? Okay.
If they come in with a suitcase, if they come in with this large suitcase or a large backpack, that's definitely a clear sign. And last night, I was stopping people from stealing from the store, and I got kicked out. Get the f out of here. Get lost. Get the f lost. I don't work here. I will kick your f***ing ass. Get lost. Aisle 9. Oh, let's see what's happening on aisle 9.
What's good, man? You bipping?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it? We're trying to learn more about this whole $950.
Survival in the city.
You can still get in trouble if you really try.
Okay. So are you stocking up for the cold night tonight or what?
No, I didn't take all these. It was already empty.
Okay. Is it pretty common for people to come in here and just take what they need, walk out?
No comment.
Witnessing a boost.
Oh yeah,
boost.
Sorry, brother. We got to. So, tell us, man. What's your name? Where are you from? We're YouTube.
All right. So, one thing about Frisco, there's a really big. Yeah, but yeah, that's why I'm moving back.
Oh,
bro.
sorry,
So let's give each other a little space. You know, it's big wealth gap, right? And that's basically what it boils down to. You know, I came out here in 2013.
Yeah.
You know,
where are you from, by the way?
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Do you mind showing me your wares here? Kind of an average boost.
I mean,
let's say you bought it. Do you mind showing me what you got today?
All right, where we going with this, man?
What goes through your head when you walk in there?
I mean, by any means necessary. I'm not gonna be dirty. I'm not gonna be stanky. I'm not gonna be hungry.
I see.
I don't like going to lines and It's not gonna happen. I read a hustle before. If I get called, I get called, man. It's like you can't depend on mankind to just assist you and give you things any and all the time, man. It's bullshit.
I hear you.
Você não pode depender da humanidade pra te dar as coisas, claro, mas, porra, trabalhar, e a opção de trabalhar?
Well, I guess the reason I'm asking is someone watching from the outside might say, look at these guys stealing stuff, they're ruining the stores, we lose the stores, they're destroying San Francisco.
I've been doing this for a long time. The more you do it, the smoother you get, the better you get. I'm tired of all my game, like I'm fumbling, I'm too dumb. Like, okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to buy shit when you're broke, you know.
And after stopping to make sure a few motionless bodies we found on the ground were alive.
You breathing, brother? Are you breathing, brother? You're good? He's breathing.
All right, that's 2 for 2. We had made it to the fentanyl bazaar. People were selling
artistas de rua. Artistas do fentanyl.
Fentanyl bazaar. People were selling everything from stolen clothes to stolen steak to stolen shrimp to stolen Red Bull. All sold for a fraction of the cost. While the couple hundred people out here were mostly drug addicts selling random stuff they had snagged from a Macy's or Walgreens earlier that day, you might be wondering who's breaking into cars and stealing the more valuable loot from places like Louis Vuitton. After the cleaning squads had been sent out to clean up after last night's festivities, I went back out the next day to meet up with the king of San Francisco bippers to understand the industry. We're here with Little Sim, aka Robin Hood, aka
Loyalty Solo.
Rumor has it you're a world-class bipper.
I've been blessed.
Hey, how long you been in the bipping industry?
Probably like after high school.
You got your
my
first
friends doing it and stuff, yeah.
If you saw a car, what would classify it as a good bipping opportunity?
Honestly, it's all about the energy of the car, the energy of the vehicle you in. If you spot it and it seemed good, it seemed clear. Some of these people aren't gonna lock their car door. A lot of times they leave the windows down, and it's an automatic green light.
I've heard that people leave their windows down so they don't get smashed. You're gonna bip them anyways.
Yeah.
Drivers leaving their back doors wide open to show thieves there's nothing valuable inside.
There it goes, you just broke in.
So what do you go for on your bip spree? Are you going straight for the catalytic converter, or are we looking for the Louis purse in the front seat?
Definitely, that's a bip in all four of those cars right there.
Isso aqui é a High Trust Society sendo confrontada, sendo sodomizada pela droga, né? Pela decadência humana. Por isso que dá um contraste tão grande assim nos Estados Unidos.
So where do Ray-Ban...
Aqui no Brasil o nego é cracudo, o nego é ladrão, mas é que já é tudo fodido mesmo, entendeu? A gente não espera nada de ninguém. A gente não espera que a sociedade vá funcionar. Então não nos choca tanto aqui no Brasil.
Ray-Bans fall on the bib scale, the bib economy. Are Ray-Bans a hot commodity, or are they a common item, or are they legendary item, rare?
Did you bip something like this lens crafter right here?
No, but I know people who have. The first pop-ups that just got here, bro. None of these have been hit yet, bro.
So it's fresh for the bip? Are you plotting a hit or what?
Not really. Honestly, all these stores lame. Leave these stores alone. Mom and pop stores, leave them stores alone.
I see. So you're going for the corporate chains? Like, tell me about Walgreens.
Of course. Fuck Walgreens. Fuck CVS Pharmacy too.
You bipped them to oblivion or what?
Yup.
What's the biggest bip you've had?
Damn near $500,000.
Where? Where are you bipping that much product?
Also, this my buddy, he a world traveler, so he hooked me up on some spots too.
Where do you sell the product to?
The streets.
We're talking the fentanyl bazaar?
Yeah, the fentanyl. You just sell it to the dudes that got money. The fentanyl users ain't got no money. Yeah.
Could I come to you and be like, yo man, I saw you bip that. I got $500. Can I have the Louis?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do some on the street spur of the moment sales or what?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous out here when you're doing your business operations? Does it get sketchy or what?
I would say so.
Why so?
Yeah. You never know who you're dealing with.
So what's your most recent bip? Think on it.
Man, probably the whole car. A lot of people are so dumb these days, they leave their, I don't even want to say, man, because it's an easy come up. But
I see. There's an insider practice that you're using to just bip full cars.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of woman? Latina?
I love Asians.
I tried to get this homeless guy to the restroom once, and I ended up getting sucker punched and almost got sent to the ER by him. Like, he just aimed for the face.
That ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, there's this guy, I remember coming off a bicycle. He had a pickaxe with him and had a bunch of those lawn darts they outlawed a long time ago.
Pickaxe?
Yeah.
Minecraft?
I mean, I got pepper sprayed on my coffee shop on Labor Day.
What's the biggest advice you'd have for the god of San Francisco?
I would ask for a little more control. I mean...
Oh, you're a power freak?
You're asking God for more control?
Not so much that.
It was a little shiesty.
It was a pleasure and honor, brother. While fully masked up thieves like our boy here go around pillaging businesses and ransacking tourist cars, what a lot of people don't realize is that the bippers in San Francisco commute to work every day using the BART from other cities in the East Bay like Oakland. All right, we're here in Oakland. I'm here with
Leighton Woodhouse. I'm a journalist. I'm from the East Bay. I grew up in Berkeley. I live in Oakland right now. I've covered drugs and crime and homelessness in this area.
What's going on here?
It's a little bit of a different situation in Oakland than San Francisco. There's a lot of overlapping issues. untreated mental illness, drug addiction, obviously, these homeless encampments. Issues around crime, though. There's a lot of sort of opportunistic crime, home invasions, car burglaries, armed robberies, and things like that happens in San Francisco. It's from people from Oakland who go out to San Francisco to do crimes. There's like roving crews of thieves who go and jack up camera crews like us and tourists and whatnot.
Are we looking particularly robbable today?
Yeah. You know, the main open-air drug market is in San Francisco in the Tenderloin, Civic Center, south of Market. And that's where the drug dealers sell. They mostly live in Oakland on International Boulevard. The cops know where they live. They take the train across. They've been spotted, I've heard this from law enforcement, spotted by passengers dividing up bindles on the train, counting stacks of cash on the train. They're very open about it.
You think this recently got bipped? Take a look inside this.
Stolen car that got stripped.
Wow, this thing is definitely stripped to the bone.
Yeah, there's thousands of carjackings a year, and I think like 1 in every 40 Oakland residents has had their car jacked. Oftentimes, it's just for fun, joyriding them. They do sideshows. Sideshows are sort of intersection takeovers where you have a bunch of people will just spontaneously take over an intersection with their cars and just do donuts in the middle of the intersection. Yeah. It's an old tradition in Oakland. Now it's not so much people showing off their cars. In fact, it's usually not their own cars.
Tradição, né? São os...
Stolen cars. So people still
cracudos guedonianos e evolianos preocupados com a tradição.
Cars go do donuts in the middle of an intersection, and the city has stopped breaking them up, so they go for an hour sometimes.
Tá bêbado, Pedro Catelani?
What's good? Are you from Oakland? How was Oakland out here?
Que rolou aí? Como é que foi a sexta?
A little crazy?
Yeah, because we're lawless. Because here
What's up, doggos?
all of the city council and everybody decided that we didn't want the police to police anymore because of police brutality. So if you'll notice, you just see cops driving by.
Yeah.
But they don't interact with us because they're not supposed to.
How's it changed over the last few years?
Oh man, the homelessness is taking over. Yes, and it's just poverty's gotten worse. You know, it's everybody struggles to have a car and to have insurance and to have registration and to have rent and to have. It's just too much for everybody. And Oakland is so expensive. Yeah. My rent is $2,500 a month for a one-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misunderstanding about Oakland out here?
Oakland has a lot of outreach for the homeless. You'll see people feeding people all the time or going to get a bunch of McDonald's and passing it out or socks and backpacks. So people don't think that we do that, and there's so much outreach here. There's so much, resources for the homeless.
I think all that, social services, people giving food to the homeless, do you think that makes it easier to be homeless here, and maybe that's a problem?
It is easy to be homeless. Okay. I just don't think it's easy. I think not having a home, not having a space to call your own, and to shut the door and be able to relax and put your guard down is hard. You're still fighting an everyday battle that you wake up to,
And then I saw this lady who appeared to be homeless out here. How are you? What's your name?
Miriam.
Saw that car right there. Is that a pretty common sight?
Yeah, it's
Where do they come from?
Oh, I don't know, just show up.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you end up out here?
I just, fucking on my feet.
Use anything?
Get speed?
I got no speed. Is that what you like to use?
Yeah, fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
Yeah.
So you smoke fentanyl straight up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Inject?
If someone will do it for me.
Really? Okay, so you don't feel comfortable injecting yourself?
No.
How many times have you died?
Never from fentanyl.
Never? From what?
I got about 40 times last year exposure.
40 times?
Yeah.
So you're a walking miracle right now.
Kinda.
Do you go into the city to get fentanyl, or you buy around here? Okay, Tenderloin?
I just came over here today. Yeah. What
So if I wanted to buy some fentanyl right now, where would I go?
I'd probably hop on the train.
Okay.
I could help you if you need some.
Any family needs to know that you're out here and alive and well or what?
Yeah, hi. Come find me.
Tá bem. Tá super bem.
Any
Fala com a sua família aí se você tá bem.
family needs to know that
Tá cracudinha, fia.
you're out here and alive and well or what?
Yeah, hi. Come find me.
You have family out there?
Somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they worried about you?
I don't know. Yeah, I need someone to come rescue me.
For reals?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go back to?
New York.
Do you want to get into treatment?
No.
No?
I like doing drugs.
Okay, so you'd like to go back to New York and continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it easier to use drugs out here than New York?
No, not necessarily.
Interesting.
It is right now.
Stay safe out here, all right?
Yeah.
Little bip went down right there. Someone had an unlucky day, parked at the wrong spot at the wrong time. How can a city like this allow that?
Well, there's not enough cops, inadequately staffed police department, hasn't had a police chief for a year, there's just an acting police chief in charge. The police essentially don't respond to anything but the just most heinous crimes, so people are moving.
So if I were getting mugged right now, could I call 911 and would they do anything?
It would probably take them 3 or 4 minutes to pick up. I've called and had to wait for 5 minutes before. I know somebody who's had to wait for 40 minutes before and just gave up. I think the average pickup time is about a minute, so if you're going to send somebody out and that cop may or may not show up. 2014, there was a law passed called Prop 47 in California statewide, which I think I voted for it. It sounded good on paper. It was the idea was to combat mass incarceration by making a lot of felonies into misdemeanors. You know, the idea was that prisons were being filled by nonviolent criminals. For example, theft became a misdemeanor.
Olha que genial. As cadeias estão sendo preenchidas, estão ficando lotadas de pessoas que não são criminosos muito perigosos, não são latrocidas, não são grandes traficantes. São pessoas que fazem os crimezinhos ali, dão uma roubada, quebram o vidro do carro. Então, estavam prendendo essas pessoas, porque isso é crime também. E as pessoas iam para presídios ficarem juntos ali com criminosos de alta periculosidade. Mas os presídios estão ficando lotados. Solução? Construir mais presídio? Não. Solução: vamos fazer com que esses crimes mais leves não sejam considerados crimes, não sejam felonies, sejam tipo contravenções apenas. E o cara não vai pra cadeia. Vai melhorar a situação, não vai? Vai super melhorar a situação. Qual que é a solução? Mais presídio. Aí tem que ter mais preso. Mais presídio. Ah, mas é muito gasto pro governo. Pega os que são criminosos, reincidentes, são prisão perpétua, no caralho, e mata. Que tal?
If it was anything less than, I believe, $950. Also, drug dealing in small quantities. Small quantities meaning enough to supply an actual drug dealer was considered a small quantity, was no longer a felony. So it said...
Ah, mas é muito gasto pro governo com comida, porque os caras ficam comendo ali na cadeia. Pega a quantidade de comida que tem agora, que vocês estão dando agora pros presos, faz o dobro de presídio e continua dando a mesma comida pra eles, a mesma quantidade. Só que então cada um vai comer metade, basicamente. Nossa, mas você vai dar metade da comida que um ser humano precisa por dia? Sim. Aí sabe o que vai acontecer? As pessoas não vão querer ir pra cadeia. E elas não vão cometer crimes. Olha a minha solução aí. Para de alimentar eles bem. Para de dar alimento na cadeia.
Drug dealing was also just a misdemeanor.
And this prevailing lawlessness in the Bay has caused businesses like this In-N-Out near the airport to announce they'll be leaving Oakland.
They're doing fine financially, but they can't justify the level of crime to their customers and their staff, so they're shutting it down.
Do not leave your valuables in car. You seen any bipping around here?
All the time, man.
All the time?
Yeah.
Who are they bipping and why?
I mean, anyone here, right? Anyone with a car, no one comes here expecting to, get broken into. They just come here to get some fast food. And a lot of people who come here have no idea what...
Para uma empresa continuar lá, um In-N-Out, uma loja de conveniência, um supermercado, para essas empresas continuarem nesses lugares, elas têm que confiar que o lucro que elas vão ter com pessoas honestas é maior, né? Vai superar, vai compensar o roubo dos vagabundos. Então os vagabundos estão meio que montados nas costas do resto da sociedade. Né? Meio não, totalmente. Aí a partir do momento que não é interessante mais para a rede de supermercado, por exemplo, ficar ali porque o roubo está superando o lucro e está dando muito prejuízo, eles vão sair daquela cidade. E aí vai ser uma cidade que não tem supermercado. E aí as pessoas também vão começar a ir embora. Daí vai ser só drogado. E o que os drogados vão fazer? Vão para uma outra cidade em que eles podem montar nas costas da sociedade. E assim vai até quando? Porra, até acabar tudo, cara. Até o fim de todas as coisas. A não ser que a sociedade se militarize. Ah, não tem contingente suficiente de policial. Militariza. Abre concurso. Pega mais policial. Bota mais um monte de policial. Dobra o número de policiais. Militariza a sociedade. Pega cidadãos normais e fala assim, tu vai ser polícia agora, porra. Pronto. Militariza. Ou vai acabar tudo ou a sociedade vai ser militarizada. Não tem outra parada.
Oakland's like, because they're coming from the airport, so it's really sad.
There's a lot of unsuspecting tourists getting bipped and bopped out here.
Yeah, I mean, not just tourists, like we've had employees have their car broken into as well. Even if there's nothing in the car, sometimes they'll break the back window just to lower the back seat and see if there's any luggage in the trunk, and you'll get your window broken into either way.
Do you work here?
Yeah.
So when's it closing?
March 24th is our last day. Yeah. It's really sad.
So people are going to lose out on their In-N-Out burgers out here, no?
Yeah, jobs, and there's not a lot of food out here in this part of town. I've yelled at these folks like, hey, stop. Like, what are you doing? Stop. But I can't really do more than that because, I'm not going to run after them or everyone.
E aí a minha previsão é a seguinte, vão ter grandes bolsões, digamos assim, conglomerados de algumas cidades que conseguem fazer a lei prevalecer e foda-se, meter esse cara na cadeia e foda-se, vai tomar no cu. As pessoas vão se sentir seguras, vão ir pra lá, essas cidades vão prosperar, e as outras cidades que tiver essas leis frouxas vão ser tomadas por drogados, as pessoas vão todas embora e vão virar Mad Max. Então vai ter um grande país que é feito por zumbis, drogados, vagabundos e alguns centros fechados de ordem, extremamente militarizados. Essa é a minha previsão para daqui 30 anos, 20 anos.
Everyone loses out, you know, and it's the kind of thinking where it's like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Are you Oakland native?
No, I was born in Yemen. I came like 2014 before the war started.
How do you like it out here? Better or worse than Yemen?
No, it's worse than Yemen. We be chilling in Yemen.
Have you seen any...
O cara saiu do Iêmen e foi para um lugar pior nos Estados Unidos, quem diria, né?
Bippers out here?
Yeah.
How many?
Some guy was doing needles right there.
Needles?
I swear to God, he was doing needles right there. I seen the girl, she has a doctor outfit on, right? She went in there, they broke all her windows. They broke all of them for no reason. They robbed her car. Like, they tripping out here. I don't know why.
Why is everyone bipping,
no
man?
good. Because of the drugs, the fentanyl, everything, the needles. I get in here double-double.
Esse moleque tem uma cara de louzeiro da porra, né? Esse moleque é diamante pra cima no LoL. Mestre, grão-mestre, alguma coisa assim.
No onion and some animal style fries. You know the animal style fries good. They doing too much here in Oakland.
What steps can Oakland take to better the city out here?
I mean, they got to hire more cops. For starters, the department is understaffed by hundreds of officers. They cannot respond. But also, the homeless encampments here, you know, people need help. These people tend to be drug addicted and with untreated mental illness, and they need to be put into treatment. But we're not doing that in San Francisco. We're not doing that in Oakland. We're just letting people live in this kind of misery. You need to have an intervention for somebody to come out of a really hardcore drug addiction. That's what we're not doing for folks. We're just basically making the conditions feasible for people to continue to live on the streets and use drugs until eventually they overdose and die.
In the 1980s, the Cidade neighborhood in Amsterdam faced a rampant heroin addiction crisis similar to the Tenderloin's fentanyl epidemic. People came from all over the world here to use heroin. At first, the government decided to help the addicts by offering harm reduction, little to no law enforcement, and even set up little floating islands where you could shoot up heroin and nothing was solved. But in the 90s, police and health workers began to work together as police broke up the open-air drug markets. Healthcare specialists offered methadone, treatment, and shelter. Police also began to ticket violators, and if the drug users did not pay their fines, the courts actually ordered arrests, forcing addicts to follow a treatment plan or go to jail. After constructing tens of thousands of individualized plans in combination with offering treatment and punishment if they denied to accept it, Amsterdam solved their seemingly unsolvable heroin crisis, and maybe San Francisco can solve their fentanyl crisis too, if it recognizes the balance of tough love, offering people the help they need, and punishing them when they refuse. Recognizes the balance of...
Isso é a sociedade da demagogia, né? Esse cara travado no K9 ali, travado no Fenta. E essa porra dessa lixeira pintada com You Are Loved. Isso é a sociedade da demagogia. Isso aqui é um símbolo, cara. Isso aqui é um resumo do mundo hoje. É isso. É tudo na merda, as pessoas igual lixo, as pessoas cheias de doença, usando droga na rua, roubando pra sobreviver. A lei não fazendo nada. E os demagogos esquerdistas estão dizendo assim, você é amado. É isso, porra. Isso aqui, ó. Essa porra aqui que virou o mundo, cara. É essa imagem aqui.
Of tough love, offering people the help they need, and punishing them when they refuse to accept it. Maybe then we can stop this descent into madness. Thanks for watching, guys, and special thanks to everyone involved. Link in description. Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube short using a clip from this video, I'll send you $500. Post however many times you want, but you must tag my TikTok/YouTube @ and put YouTube Tyler Oliveira in the title/description.
Grande Tyler Oliveira fazendo um grande trabalho. Why does fentanyl feel so good? Pô, eu quero ver isso aqui agora.
Fentanyl must be amazing. Loads of people give up on everything that makes life good for it. Their loved ones, any other possessions or pursuits, homes, their dignity, and even their lives. But actually, fentanyl is garbage heroin, inferior in every single way but one. It's the perfect drug for dealers. And while we hear a lot about how deadly fentanyl is, many people it kills are not even fentanyl addicts. It's truly the dumbest drug to ruin your life for. Let's learn what fentanyl does to you, what it feels like, and why it's so much lamer than heroin. Pain and pleasure. Maybe the two most important forces that guide our survival are pain and pleasure. Pain may be the most visceral physical experience. A claw ripping your flesh, a bone cracking, rejection eating your soul. Pain can be scary and unbearable. It's the strongest signal our bodies have to make us avoid harm. Pleasure is what makes life good because it feels, well, amazing. Eating things that are sweet or high-fat, having sex, or opening another booster pack with your friends. Anything that makes you feel pleasure makes you want to do it again. These two opposing forces guide you through life. Pain shouts, "Stop, this is bad." Pleasure cheers, "More, do that again." But while they are opposites, they're also linked. Sometimes our body needs to end pain and create pleasure at the same time. After giving birth, pain gets toned down and the mother is showered in happy hormones so she can bond with the newborn child. During an intense hunt, the hunter forgets the physical exhaustion and minor injuries. Both are technically not great experiences, but need to be repeated for our survival. And nature invented a powerful mechanism to achieve this: the mighty opioid receptor. It's like a keyhole on the neurons that control pain and pleasure. If activated, it reduces pain and how much you care about pain, and it creates pleasure and good feelings. The details are complex and not relevant for this story. What you need to know is that any molecule that can fit into an opioid receptor like a key is called an opioid. Opioids are extremely powerful, so when you're...
Por que a gente tem esses receptores, hein, com esses formatos para receber opioides? A pegadinha de Deus aí.
Body uses natural opioids like endorphins. When you laugh, it releases only a tiny amount, exactly where they're needed. So the effects are mild and localized. Your sprained ankle feels better, a painful memory subsides, you get a boost of happiness meeting an old friend. And now we're getting to drugs. Humans found opioids in nature like morphine and were quite taken by them. They got refined into a whole family of drugs used in hospitals and to relieve patients that are in immense pain. Codeine, OxyContin, Vicodin, and of course, heroin, and the worst of all, fentanyl. Before we can explain...
Eu não sabia que fentanyl era heroína. Era o restolho da heroína.
Why fentanyl is the most garbage drug, we need to do something fun. Let's inject some heroin together. Ready? The supernova of pleasure. Heroin rushes through your entire body and flips every opioid receptor it finds. A rapid cascade of things happens everywhere all at once. A symphony of intense sensations. Every cell regulating pleasure is now high. Without their control, floodgates of happy hormones open and fill you up top to bottom with pure bliss. A cup of coffee, a nectar of joy. This song you like, a celestial symphony. A cuddle, pure love from the center of the universe. Wherever you felt pain before, from wounds or aching joints or menstrual cramps or loneliness or self-loathing, it's gone now. You are simply unable to feel pain or care about it anymore. Like dimming the lights in a cozy room, your brain's alert system is put to sleep and you feel at ease, warm and serene. Any stress melts away and dissolves into a dreamlike haze. You're no longer worried or tense about anything. This peace even spreads to your essential organs, slowing your breath, soothing and slowing your intestines. Your chest rises and falls like the gentle waves of a quiet shore.
É assim que eu sinto quando eu acordo e tomo uma xícara de café e dou uma chupada no vape aqui, ó. É assim que eu sinto.
Soothing and slowing your intestines. Your chest rises.
O intestino dá uma amolecida, dá uma... É acordar, cafezinho, nicotina e uma cagada muito gostosa. Porra, é bom pra caralho.
Rises and falls like the gentle waves of a quiet shore. You're sailing a sea of calm and happiness that feels perfect and eternal. The full load of a strong opioid like heroin for the very first time is one of the most amazing feelings humans can experience. For a few hours, you're in heaven. And this is exactly the problem. Your brain is not equipped to handle anything like it. You feel too good. But nothing lasts forever, and now you're in trouble. You just experienced the best feeling you ever felt. Your brain's reward center is completely fried and can't comprehend what happened. If what you did felt this good, it has to be amazing for your survival and you should do it again. Except you can never ever feel this good again. This will be your peak life moment forever. You may forever chase this feeling you had this very first time. And now you're back in the regular world.
Não dá pra ter a sensação da primeira vez. Então, pô, esse vídeo tá dizendo assim, usem heroína uma vez. Vai ser bom pra caralho, depois tu não usa mais. Podemos fazer esse pacto aqui? Uma vezinha, pô.
With your insecurities, where your knee hurts, regular tasting coffee, and having to work hard for happy hormones. Comparison is the thief of joy, and now you have your life to compare to a supernova of bliss. The indescribable feeling comes with a damage to your sense of life and self that may be irreparable. And this is not even the worst. Opioids are incredibly addictive, and the addiction among the worst you can have. The supernova of pain. Once you've taken opioids a few times, your brain has had enough. The cells controlling pain and pleasure are constantly high and drowsy, so it boosts them and makes them hyperactive. This happens very fast, sometimes after
Sodomizou os neurônios.
you've developed an opioid tolerance, toning down all the nice effects you're doing the drugs to achieve. To feel like before, you'll need way higher doses. Now, you're at a crossroads. Quit and have your system go back to normal fairly quickly, or keep going and take more. You take the wrong turn. Over the next few weeks, your brain keeps pushing back and you keep taking more. The effects are not quite what they were, but still mildly nice. Until one day, you can't get opioids and realize your body is now your enemy. Your systems are so hyperactive that they make you feel the opposite of what the drug was doing. Welcome to withdrawal. It all starts with a creeping unease. Instead of being euphoric and happy, nothing feels good anymore. Your coffee is tasteless, your favorite song lame, your loved ones distant. A storm of negative emotions shatters your sea of calm. Serenity is replaced by anxiety and angst, like something terrible is imminent. Your worries, insecurities, and all the fears you suppressed aren't just back, but amplified into an existential crisis. You're so restless you can't sit still. Your heart is beating too fast.
Aí você usa de novo, meu amigo. Pronto, resolveu.
You shiver, sweat, hyperventilate. Your pain circuits are now oversensitive, so your bones and muscles ache and hurt for no reason. Old wounds, physical and mental, torture you. You have belly cramps and diarrhea and have to vomit. You're too agitated to rest. A war inside your body that you can't escape. And of course, there's the craving, screaming for you to make it stop. Your mind and body beg for a hit. You can be in this state for up to 2 weeks, or make it stop right away. Okay, so why not just take heroin forever and feel amazing always? The fun thing is that it doesn't work this way. You get tolerant to the nice effects like euphoria faster than to the bad ones like dangerously slow breathing. So it turns from touching the love center of the universe to mostly drowsy numbness and relief from withdrawal. Now you don't take opiates to get to heaven, but to avoid hell. You're in a prison of your mind and body, unable to connect with all the things that could actually make you feel good. Opioid addiction is brutal and extremely hard to escape. It should be pretty clear that you need to be extremely careful with any opioids, and if you have the chance to do it for fun, just don't. There's a very real risk that your life might just be over, and that you'll go through hell. Now that we've seen the heaven and hell of heroin, we can get to fentanyl, the garbage drug. Fentanyl is really garbage heroin. Everything we just described is true in different intensities for most opioids. They can be great, all of them can be hell. Heroin is just sort of the strongest, except it isn't. Fentanyl is around 50 times more potent than heroin, but that doesn't mean 50 times more amazing, quite the opposite. Fentanyl is extremely good at crossing the blood-brain barrier, the firewall that protects your brain from harmful substances. It enters your brain so easily that you get from 0 to extremely high almost instantly. But just as fast as it enters, it leaves again. A heroin high can last 6 hours, one from fentanyl can fade in minutes. Fentanyl
é mais light, então é mais de boa. Sai em minutos. Melhor que heroína.
Doesn't feel as good as heroin. Instead of a supernova of bliss, you mostly get the black hole of nodding away. But it comes with all withdrawal symptoms. As a bonus, because fentanyl acts so quickly on your brain, it fries your reward center even more, making it even more addictive than heroin. And since you only need so little of it, it's super easy to overdose and die by accident.
2 miligramas é a ponta de lápis.
It's the deadliest illegal drug in US history by far. Between 2013 and 2023, it killed about 400,000 Americans. Fentanyl really is garbage heroin. Too dangerous, too intense, too addictive, too little fun. But then why are so many people taking it? Well, actually, nobody wants to. Fentanyl is not for users, it's for dealers. The house always wins. Fentanyl is a drug dealer's dream. 1 truckload could supply the entire US for 1 year.
Mas o cara morre, que adianta?
It's cheap to make and easy to smuggle. Heroin needs plants and fields and way more space. So garbage fentanyl just took over the heroin supply. It might have seemed great for heroin addicts at first, and then its trap snaps close. While some people may seek out fentanyl specifically, several studies have found that most opioid users try to avoid it. Even worse, a lot of people who die from fentanyl don't take it willingly. Dealers want people to come back for their product, and by adding a tiny trace of fentanyl to any drug, they can make it more addictive. Even if people don't realize they took an opioid, they'll feel its effects. So dealers started to mix all kinds of drugs with fentanyl, turning the entire US drug market into a minefield where any trip can be your last. Because wait...
Ih, tu pode comprar baseadinho e ter o fentanil no meio? Aí não, pô.
Often, they put a bit too much in their mixes. In 2022, the combination with pills, often counterfeit oxycodone and benzodiazepines, accounted for about 20% of all fentanyl deaths. In 2023, the US authorities seized 115 million pills with fentanyl. 70% contained a lethal dose. About half of fentanyl overdoses came where you expected the least, from stimulants like cocaine and meth. A lot of people may have taken these mixes on purpose, but many others just wanted to party and weren't ready for an opioid surprise. This is especially dangerous because if you've never tried opioids, you can overdose very easily. Fentanyl really has no upsides outside medical use. For dealers and cartels, it means easy profit. For users, it means a worse opioid addiction and a worse life. For people who would never ever try it, it can be a death sentence they didn't see coming. No matter how alluring they are, using opioids even in safe settings is playing with fire on the best of days. Fentanyl is a garbage drug that turns this fire into a raging furnace, increasing the risk of death massively. There's really only one conclusion to draw here. If you have the choice, don't step into the supernova of pleasure, because the danger of it turning into a supernova of pain is just too high.
Tá vendo aí, crianças?
Getting to the root of an issue requires looking at all sides and thinking critically about the information we consume. In today's world...
Tá vendo, crianças?